Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual cost for $20,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 52-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go to just about any page on our website. We've got these free quoters, and you just select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Select the coverage amount, enter your birthday, the other information, click Get Quotes Now. And it will take you to a page that's going to show you all the best insurance companies with all the lowest rates in your state. And you can be a super well-informed shopper, and you will rapidly see that you should not believe those teaser rates you see on television, and you can actually price shop those out and get much better deals. We also, you can call us at 888-862-9456. One of our agents can run those rates for you as well. Now, the first thing you need to understand as a 52-year-old male is, is that $20,000 you're looking for, is that going to be enough insurance for when you do pass away? So typically that's going to be either a cremation or a burial occurring at that time. So for a cremation, the average cost of a cremation right now is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. And if you're going to have that cremation with some sort of a ceremony, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500 if there's going to be like a remembrance of life ceremony or celebration of life ceremony. So yeah, I mean, $20,000 is going to be enough, but in most cases, we would recommend you not over-insure with this insurance. Most of the people we help with that cremation where they're just coming home in a cardboard box and urn, probably between $5,000 to $7,000, and then for the ceremony and the cremation, maybe $7,000 to $10,000. And if your financial means, if you've got more money, or you can definitely get more insurance. But most of the people we're working with have fairly limited income. They're on fixed or Social Security, disability, fixed or limited incomes. So just remember that you can always get more coverage later. We can always help you qualify for more coverage later. So don't feel obligated to get a whole bunch of insurance. And a lot of times we don't recommend getting $25,000 or $30,000 or so, because a lot of times when that happens, people would say, "Oh, I just want to leave money behind for my kids." But if you're on a fixed or limited income, you should really just use this insurance for its intended purpose, your final expenses. So cremation, yeah, you wouldn't need $20,000. Now, if you're looking at getting buried, the cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So if you walk into a funeral home with a $10,000 check, chances are they'll get it done for you. It won't be anything fancy, that's for sure. But it's hard to imagine that they would say no to that and let that $10,000 check walk out the door and go down to their competitors down the street. Just understand, that's about the cost of it right now. And if you're 52, you're hopefully probably planning on making it to 62 and 72. So you probably want to get a little bit extra insurance just to cover inflation in the coming years. So we would typically recommend, maybe $10,000 to $15,000, up to $20,000, just depending. Maybe your family's got a lot of longevity and everybody lives really old. That'd be a great time to do that now and lock in your rates at your youngest age, at age 52. But again, if your budget's tight, just get $10,000 or $12,000 or whatever you would want or need at the moment, and just understand we can always help you get more coverage later. Now, one thing we recommend to everybody to get is first day coverage or benefits, and that's all we help people with at Funeral Funds of America. And what that means is that if your policy was approved today and you passed away tomorrow, the insurance company would have to pay that entire $20,000 death benefit. And that's really important because there's a lot of plans out there that have 2-year waiting periods out there, which means they won't pay any death benefit if you die in the first 2 years of any health or medical issue. So we don't recommend that at all. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But a lot of people would say, I like the first day coverage, but I'm not in that great of health. And I hear those questions, and those policies ask health questions, to which we would say, yeah, they do, but your health problems are our problem, not your problem. That's why we work with a number of different insurance companies, because they all have different underwriting requirements. They all have different health questions. And 90 to 95% of the time, we're helping get people approved for first day coverage or benefits. So we're great at what we do. We can typically help you out there. Now, the only reason we wouldn't be able to help is if you had some like really significant health issues going on, like maybe you have a terminal illness and you're going to live less than 12 months, or maybe you have dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or in a nursing home. If that's the case, we'd probably refer you out to a different company. The other thing that can happen too is, it seems like every week we get a phone call from somebody that says, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week. They didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. Their body's down at the funeral home, and the funeral director's not going to do anything until he gets a check in his hand. And therefore, we need to get this insurance really quick so we can get a check in our hand to get a check in the hand of the insurance, the funeral home guy. Get him an insurance check. And we have to tell these people that, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States that offers policies on people who have already died. You have to get this insurance in place before you die. And it's really terrible that the person who died didn't have this insurance. They knew they were going to die someday. They probably were going to have this thing on their to-do list, and they never got it done, and they just died too soon. And now their family is suffering both financially and emotionally. They don't have the money, and now they're just struggling, trying to probably wrap their head around the fact that somebody who is supposed to love them and care for them and protect them just left them with this bill out of the blue. And, what a terrible legacy to leave behind. And what a terrible legacy for you that, anytime your name comes up in the future, everybody's going to think about you and how you left them with these bills, and, you just didn't care enough to provide for them. So don't be that person. This insurance is affordable. You can afford it. Just let us help you out, and we can definitely get you protected. Now, we don't recommend plans with 2-year waiting periods. And like Colonial Penn, their $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period. You may not have known that, but it is. And there's other companies out there that have 2-year waiting periods, like Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha line, Gerber, AIG. And there's a whole bunch of other companies out there too that, the only thing they sell is a 2-year waiting period plan. And it's such a surprise to so many people, because there's a lot of those companies out there have done an exceptionally great job of convincing the American public that the only thing you can qualify for if you're over age 50 is a plan with a 2-year waiting period, to which we always say, don't be such suckers. Of course, that's not true. We help people with first aid coverage all the time. Don't listen to those marketers. Yikes. Now, another thing that we see fairly often is like a 52-year-old male. They might look at that TV commercial from Colonial Penn and like go, oh my gosh, like $9.95. I can probably get 20,000, maybe 30,000, possibly 40,000, and eureka, maybe even 50,000. And then they talk with a Colonial Penn agent, or they do like us, and they go on their website and see that a male age 52, $9.95, one unit, it's only going to pay out $1,565. Yikes. Right? Who knew? Now, right around $1,500 may pay for a cremation. Probably would in lots of parts of the United States, but you gotta remember, this is a 2-year waiting period policy. It's not going to pay out in 2 years for any health or medical related cause of death. And $1,565 is not going to be worth $1,565 in 2 years due to inflation. So you're already starting out behind the 8 ball. So we really caution people to not take teaser rates, these rates that kind of seem too good to be true. Because is it out of the realm of possibility to imagine that, they've got that $9.95, a really low rate, to get you to call in and then perhaps like upsell you? I'm not saying that would ever happen, but it may be within the realm of possibility. Let's jump in and see. The challenge with their per unit pricing is you cannot get $20,000 worth of insurance on the nose for a 52-year-old male. And it's because you get these unit pricing and you always end up with these wackadoodle numbers like 1565, all these odd numbers. Let's take a look here. What would 10 units be? We got to get up to 20,000. Well, that's not going to be enough, 10. Let's max it out. 15 units, 23. Okay, that's too much. 14, 21, 11 units. Oops, 11 units, 12 units. See, it's just really difficult. Isn't this kind of, some would say it's goofy. 13 units. There we go. Woo! We finally made it. 13 units would be $20,345. Now, you got to look at the pricing on this. That's $129.35, roughly $130. So let's go see in first day coverage if we can save some money. I know we can. Let's do it together. Here we go. 20,000, male, age 52. I'm going to click the get quote. Again, we're going to come back here. This is 20,000 for 130. And here we go. We can get $20,000 for $55.93. So you got to look at this. And, you know, if we double 55, that is $110. And this is $130. It's a lot more money. So, you know, what seems like the best deal to you? Let me ask you. This is level coverage, first day coverage. This is a great company. We work with them. We can help you get approved with them. They have same-day approval process, really flexible, easy underwriting. So $55 and first-day coverage, or $130, have a 2-year waiting period where they won't pay out for any health or medical-related cause of death, have the same coverage, but also they're going to, what's the price difference on here? So 55 up to 129. And Colonial Penn will let you overpay that $75 a month, roughly, for the rest of your life. And holy cow, that gets expensive. So just consider $75 extra a month is $900 extra a year. If you live 10 years, you will have overpaid by roughly $9,000 on a $20,000 policy. Tell me, when does that ever make sense? So don't fall for some of these marketing things out there where they try to give you a super low rate and just to get you to call in and then upsell. So be very cautious of what's available in the marketplace. We can help you be that smart shopper. We can help you get approved for these great price plans. Let's look at some other companies here. You'll be able to see all of these different insurance companies. Oh, yeah, like Lumico. Here's one, level coverage, like $80, 81 versus 81 versus 55. So that's roughly $35 more a month. That is roughly $420 more a year. If you live an extra 10 years, you'll have overpaid right around $4,200. Why would you do that? Why would you not go with a company that offers better pricing, keep more money in your own pocket, and we can help you out with that? But yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Knock it off. So let's take a look here. Let's find another company here. Maybe a company that advertises. Oh yeah, like here's Lincoln Heritage. So I mean they're a fine company, I guess. I mean, look at their pricing. Ooh, gee, mama, that's kind of high. Level coverage, first day coverage, that's good. But yeah, their pricing's higher. And the reason is they've got a program where when you pass away, they'll call 2 or 3 different funeral homes and, you know, supposedly kind of check for the best pricing and maybe do a couple other things, but it's not free. It's a higher premium. You're going to pay more than other insurance companies. So let's look at that. That's 87, roughly, minus 55. So let's say that's just roughly $30, just so that's easy math. That'd be $30. That would be $360 a year. And after 10 years, that'd be $3,600 roughly. So ask yourself, is it worth it to pay an insurance company an extra $3,600? Again, $3,600 to make a few phone calls and maybe do a couple other things that might only take an hour or so. Most people would say, hey, that's a pretty good payday for the insurance company. And we'd probably tend to agree. So we recommend you keep that money in your own pocket. Spend it on yourself and, spend it on your family. Keep those memories yourself. But, to help you with the planning, what we've actually done is we provide a free funeral and estate planning guide, and you can fill that out. You can download that off our website and print that out, and you just fill out who gets what and what goes where, and then what happens after you pass away. You keep that with your insurance policy. Now, when you pass away, your family goes, everything's in one place, and you've protected them financially with the life insurance, and then you've protected them emotionally with the funeral and estate planning guide, because all they need to do is open it up and just follow the wishes that you've laid out in advance. And oh my gosh, that just takes so much hardship off the family. And really, it shows how much you actually love them, because you took care of all of this, when you were doing well and before you passed away. And they knew that you were thinking about them and caring about them in the time they would actually need you the most. And that's when you're not here. So what a wonderful gift. What a wonderful legacy to leave behind for your family and loved ones. So go to funeralfunds.com. We've got these quotas on just about every page. We've got a special one for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And you can get the lowest pricing and the most discounts there. You can call us out call us 888-862-9456 and talk with one of our agents. We can run all the numbers for you, help you find out what you qualify for. And if you've got an existing policy that you're just wanting to price shop to make sure you've got the best deal already, or if you just want to add coverage to that, we can help you out there. If you are looking at adding coverage with a brand new policy, or just want a brand new policy, we can help you out there. And then also, if you just have questions, or you just wonder what's going on, or wondering if this is appropriate for you, we can help you out with that too. So we look forward to that day that we can actually be of service to you and help you out with this, and help you find the plan that's going to be exactly right for you. Until that day comes, we wish you the best. You take care, you stay safe, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.